my channel. Today I am digging into my trick-or-treat bag once again. Thought I had a lot of Milky Ways. Look at the amount of peanut butter cups I have. This is all Reese's peanut butter cups and mini peanut butter cups and whatever. And we're gonna make these into cookies. Now, the last video I said that I was keeping the candy away from my children. It's being redistributed to them in the form of cookies and blondies and such. So anyway, let's get started. From my trick-or-treating adventure, I've got 16 big Reese's cups and 15 miscellaneous miniatures and pumpkins, and thanks to the fact that they were putting out Christmas stuff already, they gave me trees while I was trick-or-treating. How exciting. And we're going to turn this into cookies. So these are the original cookies I made. We're going to spend the next 30 seconds watching me make them so you get the general idea. These were not unsuccessful, but they weren't what I wanted either. The base was just too bland, and they didn't bake the way I wanted to because I didn't freeze them one more time. But they do have M&Ms in them, so that's good. Hello again. We just had our introduction and boom, I'm back. The first type of cookies I attempted to make were kind of a takeoff on Riley's cookie base, and I'll put a card here for that. And it just needed more peanut butter. So I took my classic peanut butter recipe, and I'll put a card here for that. And I played with the recipes a little bit, and this is what I came up with. And in the meantime, we can take a minute to thank my parents for this adorable apron that I can wear while making cookies for the channel now. Okay, so let's try this with peanut butter and see how it goes. Alright, to make these cookies, we will need 1 stick of butter, 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter, a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 2 eggs, 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 bag of chocolate chips, and a bunch of Reese's cups that have been unwrapped already. Before I break this down, step 1, we're going to put these back in the freezer. Okay, so we're going to start as we usually do by throwing in our dry ingredients and mixing them until they're well incorporated and moving them out of the way. Then we're going to grab our big bowl and we're going to add our butter and our peanut butter into the large bowl, and then we're going to mix them until they are well incorporated. After which we're going to add our sugars and cream them into our butter and our peanut butter. Once those are creamed, we're going to add our vanilla and our egg, which we have already beaten, and we're going to mix those until smooth. So we're just going to continue to add our flour in sections and mix it until it's well incorporated before adding more flour. Now that this is fully mixed, so we're going to throw a whole bag of chocolate chips in there, and then we're going to mix those until just incorporated, and then we can stick them in the fridge to firm up. Now we're going to prepare our cookies to bake them, and in order to do this, I'm going to make 2 cookies, flatten them, and then squish a peanut butter cup between the 2 cookies. Now, this is going to make for some ginormous cookies, but I think they're going to be well worth it. My hands are nice and clean, it's just greasy from the peanut butter. So once I got these all set, I'm going to stick them into the freezer so that they can the whole thing can be the same temperature when I put it into the oven. And off they go to the freezer. Now I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 degrees. These cookies are so ginormous, I'm going to bake them for about 17 minutes. And out of the oven they come. They look pretty good. May have to bake them for a couple more minutes though. Okay, so these are done. I'm just gonna take one and we're gonna cut it in half to see how the inside looks. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Well, that worked out a lot better than the first batch did, I think. Here, let me cut one of the original cookies in half so you can see why I wanted to redo it. Okay, so this was one of the original cookies. I mean, it's not terrible, it's just the middle didn't melt, and because it wasn't all frozen, it didn't quite, it's a different cookie altogether. So you've got that little chocolate hidden in there, it's just really centered, and because the cookie itself isn't peanut butter, something about it, maybe it was the lack of peanut butter, I don't know, it just fell flat for me. Well, the cookie itself fell flat too. So we're gonna let Joey give the new cookies a shot, and we will let him see what he thinks. Until later. It is very late and I'm not wearing makeup, and now I'm gonna offer Joey a cookie.
I'm getting cookies.
Alright, so this was try number 2. This is the kind with the peanut butter in it.
Ooh.
So this one's already cut in half if you don't want a whole cookie.
She's offering me not a whole cookie. This is blasphemy. That takes a pull. I might rethink my decision. It's pretty big.
These are probably the biggest, heaviest cookies I've ever made.
I could probably knock somebody out with one of these if I throw it hard enough. I put a wave of chocolate. We're still searching for the peanut butter. It's coming, I know it. That's because it's cookie around an entire Reese's peanut butter cup, so of course it's gonna be huge, but I finally reached the peanut butter, and I'm just having a wonderful adventure with this cookie.
I'm only eating a quarter of a cookie because these are huge.
You know what? If I had a really big dinner, I would not want to eat this thing. But if I were at a party, I'd probably tackle one of these without shame. And you can't go wrong. Peanut butter cookie with Reese's peanut butter cup in the middle, and it's huge and it's wonderful. I love it.
I think it's better than the original base. The original base was too cakey and not that it needed the peanut butter. I think it really just needed the peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it for this video. Joey's going to continue to eat his cookie. I'm going to say bye.
I'm almost there.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and would like to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I have uploaded again. And from all of us at the channel, take care, be safe, and...
It is the monster boogeyman cookie that other cookies look under their bed for to make sure it's not there to eat them. And then it checks its closet for me.
Okay, that's our end bed now.